Yo, what up, guys? Just want to show you some of the stupid wizardry that I'm getting into with the Freshly Dirty stem system. If you guys were at Nationals and you saw kind of our intro, or one of the DIY possibilities of the stem system is the RTD. The RTD is just some halves of different material, real thin. RTD standing for really thin disc. Today, taking my chances with my fingers and my tools, trying to get an aluminum prototype out of this 1/4-inch sheeting. So it's really loud. The bit was screaming at me like crazy. You know, just some hillbilly ingenuity, or you know. Anyway, this is what I got. Pretty cool. Came out decent. And just want to give you guys an inside look at the process, and if it works, you'll see this video. If it doesn't, we'll scrap it and save it for the Freshly Dirty dumpster drive. But Freshly Dirty RTD attempt 01 aluminum. We need power. All right. Drill press is hungry, not happy. We're gonna work on this one over here. And right here. Where we at? Right there. All right. Get my out of the way. Need a wood backing board. Let's go with that one. Drop that there. Metal plate here. All right, here we go. Number 2. All right. Loves that pilot hole, but man, it's gonna get loud. Now, so I can see. Hit this with some WD-40. Give it some kind of lubricant. Some help, you know, some relief. It ain't happy. Holy smokes. That was quicker than the first time I tried it. That oil really helps. I ain't touching that. That's probably really hot. Man, look at that mangled up mess, dude. Alrighty. Plate's hot, a little warm. I'll clean that up on the lathe. And clean myself up, all these metal shavings. It's still hot. I'm gonna drop this in some water. She cool now. All right, we'll clean that up on the lathe, and I'll take you over to the lathe and kind of show you how easy it is to clean it up. And yeah, it really takes to the lathe real nice versus the hole saw. There's got to be a better way of cutting these. Maybe laser cutting, water jet. I mean, even if they cut just discs like this, and then I go in with a drill press and then put in the hardware holes, and you'll see that here coming up. All right. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Sometimes the game makes you look like this with 2 pairs of glasses on. All right, so we have our cut part. It's not what we want. It's a little rough. I'm gonna have to really clean this up on the lathe, and then I might throw both parts on there to really get them cleaned up in the same time. That way they're both the same. So you can see this little divot here. That's from the back end, or the cut that we made. So I'm gonna try to get rid of that, and you'll see a finished part here shortly. And then in the middle, we'll see where we're at. All right, back at the drill press. Now the next step is matching the stem guts to the drill bit so that the stem nuts, if you will, not the bearing seat, but these sit down inside. So we're gonna drill that out, and gotta have a vise so that I'm not holding it down as it's drilling the hole. So I think 9/16 on the bit. That's what I'm using. All right, here we are. So I have this vise I bought at Harbor Freight. I got the drill centered into the pilot hole on the RTD half with this piece of walnut on the back, so we can get that centered and tight. So that way I'm not holding it down like I do the wood or the plastics. Here we go. I'm gonna give it a little bit of oil just to help it, maybe, I don't know, encourage it. All right, moment of truth, guys. Let's see what we can do. I took the vise off, so the vise is still holding the part and not my fingers, but I wasn't getting a good centering, so let's see where we're at for the stem guts. Let's see if we can drop one in there. Sits flush, dude, look at that. Okay, that's a good sign. And then the next thing I just have to do is clean up that sharp edge from the tooling. Look at that on the back side, seats coming through. Wow, guys, we might have a working aluminum RTD here in a little bit. Hold on. I gotta do the other half now. That was rough, but we got it. Sweet. Like the C bearing better on the guts. Guys, aluminum RTD, 1 of 1 right now. First prototype. Took me a long time to get here. It's heavy. This thing's probably like 70 or 80 grams, but dude, let's give it a try. Oh yeah. First test. In the rain. Long day. Solid snap start. Oh, I forgot I only have one pad in on the other half. I gotta take it apart and put a pad in. Dang it, I need more 19mm pads. To throw for the first time. 1 of 1 RTD prototype. She's heavy. Oh, she's heavy. Holy smokes, that thing's gotta weigh 100 grams, dude. Look how dead smooth that is, though. I'm happy with it. Oh, man, that's so heavy. It's too heavy. Now break your fingers. Man, that's crazy. I don't know how many of these will be ran because they're so heavy, but I did it. RTD on a drill press out of aluminum. Holy smokes, that's crazy. Now that's cool though. Wish it was just a little tad lighter. Actually a lot lighter. But for what it is, feels like a space toy. Like a space tool. Something crazy. Really thin disc. Really thin, heavy disc. RTHD. Holy smokes, guys. That's cool. Dang, it's pouring down there. Playing with a heavy yo-yo is different. So stoked that this RTD worked. This might be 1 of 1. I don't know if I'm gonna do this by hand again. Maybe if we could find like a laser cutter, water jet, just to cut the discs, I could do the rest on the drill press, because cutting the bit for the stem guts was easy. But the hardest part was cutting that by a hole saw. That was rough. Yeah, feels like a tool, like it's really heavy. I'll get a full weight once I buy a scale and cave. Buy a scale. Wow. Let's go. RTD. 1 of 1 aluminum.